on, y'all. Come on in. The water's fine. What's going on, everybody? I'm about to I'm about to get some work done, but let me see if I got my glasses. Yeah. Okay. Woo, I gotta hurry up. All right, all right. I need y'all help. How y'all doing? Guava, how y'all doing? I need y'all help. Okay. I put out a video from last September. Everybody come on in. Let me talk to you now. I put in a video yesterday from last September, and I put on there that is more relevant now, protests and boycotting, than it is even so back then. All right, I received a couple of things. I need y'all to know. Let me know something. Um, can you answer me this? Everybody is talking about Netflix. What happened? Because I don't know. Somebody said, oh, you Netflix and you supporting them baby destroyers, if you get what I'm saying. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's backwards. Somebody tell me right now. That's why I'm doing it right in the middle of this video, because I don't want this video to be long. I don't want this video to be long because I got some work to do before the sun go down. But can somebody confirm it was bought? Details, please. Details. What happened? Groundwood Hudson, how you doing? We both lost. Oh, you too? Because people will say, "Oh, Netflix is." I'm gonna tell y'all what was being told to me. They said Netflix put Michelle Obama's documentary in the children's section. No, it ain't. I don't want to hear no. Listen, let's be. If you don't know, don't say nothing, because I'm in here. I don't want to do no guessing. Veronica says Netflix was purchased by Warner Brothers. That ain't got nothing to do with Michelle Obama's video going to the children's section and missing out on being #1. I want to know what happened. If you know what happened, I want to be informed by the people instead of always having to inform the people. So now it's y'all turn to school me, because I seen it so many times pop up in my last video. Evelyn said, I haven't heard anything. And you want to know something else? All of the major sources that I always pay attention to haven't said a word about any of that. And I went back, I went to Netflix to see if this was true. I didn't see anything. So I'm sitting back here asking y'all, like, what happened? If something happened and I don't know about it, I want to see what y'all got to say about it. What do you know? And I ain't talking, if you listen, let me get something right. Let me get something correct. If you don't have a way where you can prove to me, #1, that you're a human being, and #2, what you're saying is true, it really, or you ain't got nothing on your page so I can go over there and see what's going on, please, Let me see. Okay. Okay, always says users on threads and social media noted that while trending, the documentary was moved to the kids section, sparking claims of censorship or attempt to hide its popularity. I haven't seen that. And none of my major sources that I go to every day said anything about any of that. I just keep I keep hearing this from people in my comment section. And now the only thing I can get, the information I can get right now is it's coming from a bunch of wide sources where people need clicks and views on a video. So I want to know the truth. Like, what do you know? Because listen to me. Here's I'm going to go down the dark alley for a minute. The only people that I'm seeing, Veronica said it's on Newsweek page. Newsweek what? Online? Somebody got to prove this to me because I went online. Kevin says, I haven't heard that sale was ever finalized. That sale has nothing to do with this video. I don't want to talk about that sale to Warner Brothers. Can somebody tell me about this? Yes, online. Okay, whether it's online or not, thank you, Veronica. Now, go to Netflix right now and tell me, is that in the children's section? Because it's not. I've tried it on two different, well, my phone, my iPad, my laptop, and two TVs. So I'm trying to attach it, but it won't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see the online thing. I don't want to, because that's garbage so far. I don't want to see little stuff that's whispering online because that's what I'm seeing. I want to know if you know. Like, go to Netflix, somebody please, because I just got through doing it a minute ago. Again, just to make sure, like, am I delayed? Is my always says they might have changed it. It is even out on, is it even out on Netflix? Yeah, if you don't know what's going on, you know, of course it's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix. No, I need information. Okay, you say, what do you need? I need for you, thank you, Nicole. I need for y'all to go to Netflix right now on your TV or smart device and tell me, is Michelle Obama's documentary in the children's section on your device? Because it's not on any of mine. All of hers is still running in the the top 10 on regular streaming on Netflix. I need this because it's very important. Veronica, I see it on Netflix, but it say documentary. And guess what I did earlier? I went to the children's section of Netflix, which was weird in itself. But I went to the children's section on Netflix. There is nothing like that anywhere. And I looked at all that crazy mess. I just want to know. Google says it was temporarily moved to the kids' top 10, but it has since been, Lynette says, Google says it's temporarily moved to the kids' top 10, but it has since been moved to the adult category. Okay, see, this is what's funny. You said that's what Google says? It's called Becoming, yes. The funny thing about that is, what did it do that for? 5 minutes or something? Because soon as my video came out and I looked at the comments, everybody was, oh, they moved her video to children's library. I'm like, what? It took me back. Normally, it's under documentary. Thank you, Nicole and Veronica. Normally, I'm sitting here. Oh, I didn't even title this video, did I? Normally, you know, I'm like, oh, this is just a troll clowning. But it happened so much. It was weird. First box on Netflix. What do you mean first box on Netflix? What does that mean? It was still searchable, wasn't it? Absolutely, on Netflix, and it's in normal, you know, with the normal movies and documentaries. It's not any it has anything to do with the children's side, and it's a reason I'm doing this video. It's not just to educate myself. I'm not doing this just to educate myself. I'm also doing this to prove a point. It's a beautiful day. I had to stop for a minute and I said, let me talk to my folks real quick. Okay. Joshua Workshop says #1 box as soon as I log in. Okay, okay. What's your patient saint says? Google said it was in top 10 kids shows. However, the actual documentary is listed under documentary. I don't something ain't right. I'm not getting any of that. It's on the front page. As soon as I cut on Netflix, it pop up. There's a campaign. Okay, Ask Seek says there was a campaign to get Michelle Obama's documentary to #1. Me and other folks intentionally streamed it. I watched it, streamed it on. I'm not saying her name. Some folks streamed it under their kids' login. It made top 10 in kids and documents. See that was the most sensible answer that I have gotten so far. If people watched it under the children's category, which I don't know how, but is Michelle Obama, so it's probably, you know, that wholesome enough to be watched by kids. Like, she ain't gonna be doing no cussing and twerking and stuff. Okay. So on my Netflix, it's listed as documentary on the main page. However, it is listed under the kids page. Representation matters. Representation matters. So if it's on 2 different pages, it don't make no difference to me. That's probably because that dump documentary did not do good. You know what? Who was that? What was her name? Seek. Ask Seek made the most sense. So it's in the top 10 on 2 different categories. But everybody is trying to make this out to be bad. I don't want it to go sour for some hearsay. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want us to start doing stuff because we're listening. That's the part I was saying not too long ago, man. Social media and the internet is this is a scary place, man. It'll have you doing some real stupid stuff. Now, can y'all answer me this? Because I think Ask Seek just answered my question. That is the most logical answer so far. Can y'all answer me this? At this moment, Netflix and Costco, because I got somebody that said something like that too. Netflix and Costco, I'm not going to name all the rest of them, but Netflix and Costco so far, and Publix grocery store, is against this tyranny. Am I correct? I mean, I ain't going to ask you, am I correct? Is Netflix still down like that? Let me see. Because I know Costco is. I got rid of Sam's Club. I got rid of Sam's Club. Uh, and here's a, whew, my God, I even start shopping on Temu. Ugh, I hate it. I hate Temu. I really do. I have Sam's Club. I got rid of Sam's Club. I've had Costco now for about Sam. They supporting this nonsense too. They helping pay that dude. Amazon helping pay that dude. I don't want to have nothing to do, and it's hurting me bad already. That's the reason I'm asking about Netflix, is because I don't want to lose Netflix. But damn it, I stand by my story. I stand by the truth and justice. If we can't, if we can't, if we can't stand on all toes on the things we supposed to be, we talk a mean game. I'm tripped up for words right now. We talk a mean game, but when it come down to it, that's when we always like choke. So what I'm asking is, if Netflix is supporting this tyranny here in the United States of America, I don't want to have anything to do with it. And I was going to make a suggestion. Here's that suggestion I was going to make. Take that off. Everybody, if they ain't seen it, they need to go see it. I don't want to repeat that on here. Okay? I don't, even though I know you with it, just I don't even want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Nothing. So here's the deal. If y'all don't know, you about to know. Y'all know I'm a collector of DVDs and CDs, right? I have a crazy movie collection. I've always liked tangible things, and I never got into streaming like everybody else did. They dropped everything tangible that you can touch, like CDs, DVDs, and VHS tapes, and they went straight to streaming. Some people like to store all of their information in the cloud. I don't. I put mine on discs, jump drives. That's why everything. Look how stuff is going backwards. People are going back to people are going back to wax records. People are going back to DVDs. They're starting to put movies back on DVD and Blu-ray discs. They're going backwards. Oh, they're stopping using plastic bags in a lot of stores. And they're also starting to bring out more Pyrex dishes for cooking. Remember the glass Pyrex cooking pots and stuff? Man, I got all that. Say, okay, let me see what this. Say, Publix was called out in the fall of last year, withdrawing their sponsorship of the Black Book Bash out of nowhere, and just a few days before the event was to take place. I don't even know what that is. What is that, Ina Stanley? What was that? Because I didn't hear anything about that. Marsha says less plastic near our food. We'll never get rid of that stuff. Calvin says crazy wife just talking about removing streaming and getting VHS DVD player and being done with it. I've never gotten rid of mine. I got 2 DVD players in my cabin. I don't be streaming all the time. When I tell you I don't watch a good movie, that's why, have you noticed when I'm joking around or whatever, I reference a lot of old movies? That's because I probably just got done watching one. You know, I just got done watching Carlito's Way last night. That's one of my favorite movies, Carlito's Way. You know? Uh, so still, it was, okay, Ina said, it was a book festival celebrating Black authors. and readership. So you said they pulled out. Let me see. They withdrew their sponsorship. Oh, okay. Nowhere before the event was even to take place. Okay, okay. They withdrew their sponsorship. It took place in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, they withdrew their sponsorship, but what else did they do? Because that still is not a full stain on them, because that could have had reasons for something. I'm talking about, are they donating money to the campaign that's causing terror and tyranny in the United States of America? Them withdrawing ain't enough for me yet. Yes, they pulled their sponsorship after they demanded to be the only exclusive sponsors. Oh, no, that's business. No, Ina, no, baby girl, that's business. You know, that's business. And that's understandable, actually. If that's what you're saying, if they pulled out because they like, we want to be the only main sponsors, I understand why. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute, with a business sense. Because say your sponsorship has a bunch of people that, I mean, your situation has a bunch of other sponsors that's really truly against the beliefs of them. So they figured, look, if you don't need them other sponsors, we'll pay you what they're paying you. But we want to be the only main sponsors here. So it ain't about money. So that way we can control all of our subsidies and bring them in and showcase them. That's business. So them pulling out, that so far I have not heard anything malicious yet in what you're saying. So that's, correction. The word now they started banning past the straws, plastic cups, and plastic containers, all the stores and restaurants. Correction. They started banning past the straws. I don't know what you're talking about with that either. You're going to have to enlighten me. No, the festival agreed to their demands. Then Publix pulled their sponsorship after their demands were met. Okay, still business. I'm still not seeing nothing malicious. I get it. The app, I'm saying, business sometimes don't go, it goes bad. So far, I'm not seeing anything where they're supporting the people that's trying to hold us down. That's what I'm trying to get to. Them pulling out of a business deal, that's not malicious. You understand? That's a business deal went sour. I do those all the time. That's why I understand that. There was a function I was supposed to go to, right? And I said, I'll show up and I'll do my part. But I asked this certain individual, is XYZ gonna be there? And they said yes. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want to have anything to do. At first, I agreed to being there, and showing up. But once I found out a certain individual was going to be there as well, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I'm like, listen, that person done did some stuff I know. And I know, not what I heard, what I saw, what I know. And I don't want to have anything, I don't want to be seen in the same room with that individual. So if you don't want to get rid of that individual, I can't show up. I'm gonna have to pull out. And they didn't want me to pull out, but they didn't want to tell the other individual they had to pull out. So I'm cool. See, you got to understand something. Your brand or your name, or that's bigger than what you want it to be. Sometimes this is business, so I totally understand that. Yeah, and I don't feel no way about it. What's malicious? It's business. Valerie says, I still have CDs, DVDs, recondition myself to be live without convenience and comfort to be able to survive the times I'm living in at 70 years young. All right, okay. Okay, then pulling out of business deal that screwed black organization of additional sponsorship is a problem for me. That's, see, you looking at this, you taking this too personal. You taking that too personal. That's business. Something went bad that you don't know about. I'm not on their side or nothing. I'm talking business. There is something that you don't know about that went on. We don't know the full story, but so far, it still does not state that they're doing something maliciously to hold the people down. Right now, all I keep hearing is a business deal went bad. That's all you're telling me, sister. A business deal went bad and somebody else went belly up. But it's still them, that's still not them saying we're gonna put our money and our dollars behind this organization that's snatching people off the streets. So bad business happens every day. So you know what I'm saying? So that still don't shake me. It don't make me feel good that some people supporting the organization missed a shot, but that's how business works. Sometimes people business goes sour, but it's still not saying they're supporting this tyranny. You dig what I'm saying? So okay, let me get back. Let me get back to what I was talking about in the first place, which was this. Um, so nobody still has told me yet. Has Michelle Obama? Is this true? It must not be true because ain't nobody saying nothing. And so far, the only people saying stuff about Michelle Obama stuff getting sent to the Children's Neverland is some people with no channels or nothing where I can go and get some proof. Hey, TLC in the Garden says business deals and personal ideas don't always mix. Business has to think about reputation and bottom line. That's what it is. So far, I'm worried. I'm more worried about the people that's trying to make my people disappear. That's what I'm worried about, right? Okay. All right. So I got my answer, I guess. I thought I knew it. I was like, before I cancel Netflix, because I will cancel Netflix tonight. I said, if somebody come in on my channel and give me a definitive answer, I will look into it deeper, and I will act accordingly. And in 30 minutes, nobody still has told me that Netflix moved her video away from the mainstream. So she's still top 10 in the mainstream. She's also top 10 in the children's section. But nobody has told me that they got rid of her out of the normal documentary stream, movie stream on Netflix, and they just moved her to the children's section. See, let me tell you something about this internet. We got to watch out for the people. She is at #1 on my Netflix. Mine too. What's up, Rucker Homestead? Hey, Crafty Mom's Creation. How you doing? How you doing, T? Let me see. So here's my problem. You wanna know something funny that I told my wife the other day? I keep getting tricked. I keep getting tricked by AI. I keep getting tricked because I click on a video and it'll be talking about something that I like. Very detailed too. That's the scary part. To the point you don't want to cut it off. It's been tricking me. Hey, Zane. And then when you really pay attention real hard or listen real hard, you realize it's AI. Here's the problem with that to me. This was a real person. I mean, it looked like a real person, but it wasn't. In a couple senses of the word, it was moving physically like a real human being too. But something kept catching my eye. Like, remember on the Matrix when the dude said, yeah, you can tell, but it's getting better. And if it's just the beginning of this mess, man, we in trouble. Because I'm gonna get to this point in a minute. Because, on the Matrix, they was like, every time, if you ever have to feel like, ooh, deja vu, they said, what you say? Deja vu. And then they start running. Because it was like, if you ever have the feeling of deja vu, that's the Matrix opening up or something, right? Okay, there's a glitch in the Matrix. That means start running. Well, here's the crazy part. Every time I'm watching a video of what I think is a human being, and every blue moon, it'll do like this. And the same hand movements. And it start making me look like, okay, oh, see, this gonna get where it's sour. I start looking real hard. Find my glasses, put my glasses on, and I start paying real closer attention to this thing moving. And the reason why I'm slow to judge on if this is AI, because some people got physical nervous glitches. Some people got problems. And so you don't want to call out some dude because he has some sort of handicap or something and say, oh, that's AI. I'm sorry. You don't want to start saying, oh, this dude AI, this ain't real, just because he has like a nervous tick or something, or he has some sort of handicap or disability that he's not moving, I guess you can say, on average, if you will. So I don't want to call him out quick. So I gotta, let me see what am I looking at? Before I start saying stuff, I don't want to call somebody AI just because they got a handicap or something like that, because that'll be wrong, right? So I'm trying to pay attention to these things. And you got to listen to a voice tone. It's a certain voice tone. If you just cut everything, remember I was just telling y'all the other day, cut everything off around you and pay closer attention to everything that you're watching. Didn't I say that? That's because everything around you right now, you don't know what you're looking at, man. We don't know what we're looking at no more. You sit here and you look around you and you don't know who is talking to you or what's talking to you. Hey, Analytic Gardener, how you doing, my sister? I hope you made it through that storm okay. So this was what I told my wife, by the way. What scares me is me and you know what AI is. Me and you can figure it out, right? But our kids can't. Our kids is being raised to see AI as normal. Our children will not be able to know what's real and what's fake anymore. They will not know who to listen to, who to talk to, and frankly, you can program AI to tell you anything. They can program AI to tell our children anything they want these kids to learn or know. And that scared me because here I am in my 50s and I'm having a hard time distinguishing AI from reality, right? Give it another 2 years, man, we won't know. Say, doing well, foot of snow. We were ready. Good, good. That's all, y'all. I just wanted to hurry up and come in here real quick and talk to y'all about that. That's all. Because before I was gonna get rid of Netflix, I was like, somebody better come in here and tell me more than these little conspiracy theories I keep hearing. So far, I ain't hearing nothing. Hey, one crafty sister. Let me see. I was watching the AI. I was watching some AI um, show me a better way to chop wood. Let's see. Yashua Workshop says, question, hi Led. Do you and Lady Led do hand-on collaboration with other homesteader? What do you mean by hands-on collaboration? When you say hands-on collaboration, what do you mean? That's a good subject. I'm trying to see what you got to say about it. That's I'm waiting. When you say do we do collaborations with other homesteaders? Hey, my Renaissance grandma, how you doing? I might as well put this tractor up, sure. I guess not, huh? All right. All right, y'all. Well, I guess that's it. I'm going to do a little bit and then I better get a fire started. How to process a chicken or a Glock trainer in person? Hey, Salon Diva, how you doing? You says, I'm not a Glock trainer, but where are you located, Yashua's workshop? Yashara workshop? Where are you located? What state? Veronica, question. If I wanted to help feed my neighbors, would it be the quickest food? What would be the quickest food to grow to feed them when it gets hard? If you wanted to help feed your neighbors, what would be the quickest food to grow to feed them when times get hard? Man, I feel like I'm on Jeopardy with that question because that got so many different pieces to it. Okay, I got to ask a question before I answer that. I can't even begin to answer that. Why do your neighbors need help with food? I got to start there. No, I don't get no answers yet because we don't know. Thank you, Octavian. You should teach them how to grow their own food. What's going on? Why they can't have their own food? That's a question I got. Before I go to throwing out too many answers that don't even make no sense. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that answer, Veronica. I think it was Veronica that said that, was it? Yeah, Veronica. Wouldn't it depend on the season? That's why I said everybody stop throwing out answers for no reason. We gotta find out what's going on first, because none of that makes no sense to me. Because they don't believe in prepping. That's they. The rain is stopped and the skies are blue. And oh, what a revelation to see. I had to stop for a minute because I was going to fly off the handle. Okay. Like one of my neighbors said, she just come to my home. So I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and you making it hard for me. I'm trying to turn over a leaf, but you really making it hard for me. Okay. That's almost like a trolling question. And because that normally that would set me off. I can't let it though. Say, I knew I would get the real from you and the family. Uh, Veronica, my sister, I can't tell you what to do. Who just said that? Who just said that? Uh, I got to see your name because you saying a whole word right there. Wait. Destiny Gardeners said it's a trap, lid. It's a trap. Oh, Sylvia, I said, oh, Veronica. Veronica, I can't tell you what to do. I'm Veronica, I'm not going to advise you on any of that. Okay? I'm not touching that one. Because this will be a 2-hour video if I touch that one. Because you already know, if you've been watching me, you say you've been watching me, you knew you're going to get the real from me. You already knew the answer to that question coming from me. I'm sorry, I'm not touching that one. I'm sorry that I couldn't help you. That's when you're gonna have to figure out. You're gonna have whoever you drop to your knees and pray to, you're gonna have to do that because I'm not touching that one. You understand? I'm sorry. I can't mess with that. I hope I just passed some kind of test. I feel like I just passed some kind of test. Patient Saint said that's a cornfield question. So you know what, Patient Saint? I was even gonna say usually somebody have to visit the cornfield after hearing something like that. But no, I'm a change. I'm a changed man. What the fuck is that? I don't got my gun. Oh, it's just a cat. I ain't got no. I've left my firearm in the truck. Let me see. Adventure says I've been telling my family for years. Some of them have finally started to grow food like eat last year. Hey, Grandma, ya, how you doing? Grandma, ya? Grandma, ya. You know something? I was going to contact you. Number one, did you ever receive that package? That's number one. And you didn't hit me back, so I kind of figured you did. Number two, I just watched your video late last night, my sister. Every time I'm looking for something, Grammy, y'all keep popping up. I'm like, Grammy, y'all, you really be on it. You really, really be on it. You never received the package, and they never sent it back either. Okay, I'm gonna look into that further, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. Either way it go, it's a mess. Whether they send it back to me or it finally get to you, it's going to be unusable. So if you do get it, throw it away. Say I would have contacted you. That's what I was. I was like, maybe she got it and just I don't know. Okay, we'll figure something out on that. Okay, but Grammy, yeah. Hey, Nancy P. Guess what I was looking at last night? We had a function. We had a function. Hey, Isaiah. Hey, Isaiah. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. We had a function last summer, last fall, this past fall, and I got like 2 or 3 of them big gallon jugs of. This gonna sound crazy. 2 or 3 of them big jug gallons of nacho cheese. Because we was having a party, right? And I never opened up these giant cans of cheese. Well, we only went through one of them. So I'm looking at how to can nacho cheese. And I looked at everybody's video, and that made me happy that it's even possible. But then all of these people's videos don't show you, they show you them put the damn cheese in the glass, and then that's the end of the video. But you was one of the only ones that put the cheese in the jar, clean the jar, put on the lid, and water bath can the doggone nacho cheese. Grammy, the nacho cheese video, you the only one to show the whole entire thing. I said, that's my Grammy, y'all right there, doggone it. You was the only one. All them ladies was just clicks and views. It took them 20 minutes to put the damn cheese in the jar. I said, come on now. Come on. The analytic garden says, Veronica in desperate time. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that conversation alone. I'm gonna say this. How you doing, LA? I'm not gonna take the bait, but I will discuss that piece real quick since we've been in here for 45 minutes. Listen, y'all. I'm just a different kind of dude, especially in 2026. Bayou Sugar. What's up, Bayou Sugar? You was up at about 3 in the morning the other night. I was watching you about 3 in the morning. I said, what's she doing up this late? DJing. Listen, hey, Bayou Sugar. I was listening to your video in the middle of the night to the point Lady Led turned over and said, would you turn that down? Because I was in the bed. So you got me in some trouble, but you was jamming. I had to throw that out there. So yeah, I'm gonna touch on this. I'm gonna touch on this real quick, y'all. I'm a different kind of dude. And hey, Jaquanda, is it Jaquanda? How you doing? You hope I healed from the video. I'm not like everybody else, man, when it comes to that turn the other cheek business. I'm sorry, I'm not that. I know what the Bible say. I'm working on that. Okay? So that's just for everybody. And this is why I'm saying that. If you do not know what you should be doing by now, there is nothing I can do to help you. Nah, ugly 7 leaf. No, not no here we go. That's it. I ain't helping you do anything. That's okay, Grandma. Yeah. I'm not helping you do anything. You can't turn on the TV. You can't turn on social media. You can't go into the store. You can't do nothing without being reminded of the horrors that's going on in this country. There is nothing you can do. You can work all day in an office in a cubicle and not and see the horror, the tyranny that's going on in this country. If you don't know what to do by now, it's nothing I can do to help you. And as far as the advice on that type stuff, prepping, putting food away, all that, I do it when I feel like doing it. But I don't. I'm not. I'm not here to make people smarter. I figured that out. See, that line can get crossed real easy. It's a lot of people here trying to teach people how to be smarter. That's where they are screwing up. It's content creators on YouTube that's they're crossing the line into teaching somebody a skill versus teaching somebody how to be smarter, right, Latanya, or wiser. I'm not here to teach you to be smarter. That's out of my pay grade. That's above my pay grade. All right? Whatever brain God gave y'all and you ain't figured out quite how to use it yet, I'm not the one to show you how to do that. At all. At all. See, God is like a car salesman, right? No, he's like the manufacturer. What video popped up in the feed? Grandma, yeah, I just said it was your canning nacho cheese. Maybe I might be breaking up or something. I don't know. But I can't teach folks to be smarter, man. Like I say, God is like a auto manufacturer. He builds it. He puts all the specs in it, right? God builds you the way he designs you. I can't do that. That's okay, Grandma. I knew you was gonna get it. See, I'm more of the enhancer. Okay? I'm the enhancer. When you come to me, I'm the dude that put shiny spinner rims on your car. I'm the dude that puts the car alarm on your car and the auto start on your start. I'm that dude. I'm the dude that give you the flipping candy paint job. That's me. I don't design the car. That's his job. So I only work with what he gave to you, which you brought to me. Some people be asking me God questions. Please don't ask me that. That Veronica, sweetheart, that was a God question. What should you do? What kind of food should you grow? What kind of food should you grow for some neighbors that told you they ain't about to be doing nothing? I got an answer for that too. I got an answer for that, but it's kind of a smart ass answer. I don't want to do that to you. What kind of food would I grow for them? The same kibble I feed them Glockwallers. I'm telling you, I will feed them the same kibble that I feed them Glockwallers. They keep coming over here asking me for food. I'm gonna tell you this why. Look here. And that's another reason I didn't want to get into that or answer that question. Because look, I went back on my word. And I said I was never gonna watch Walking Dead again, right? After I stopped watching The Walking Dead after Negan killed what's my man's name? Glenn. When Negan killed Glenn, I kept saying, I don't care who else ends up dying on The Walking Dead, they better not kill Glenn. All the rest of them can go. I had two people they better not kill. They better not kill Michonne, and they better not kill Glenn. I hope Glenn and Michonne get together and make some babies. Everybody else can go. Soon as they kill Glenn, I have not watched Walking Dead since that day. So how many years has that been? I stopped watching. You ain't gonna kill Glenn and Michonne. Now that's some bullshit. Now I said, I ain't gonna stomach that. I sat around for a lot of garbage. Oh, it was one more. Don't kill Glenn. Don't kill Daryl, and don't kill Michonne. You kill them, man. I'm finished. And soon as they killed Glenn, that was the last one I watched. I don't care they done made other episodes off each one. I ain't watching none of it. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. In the last week, with everything going on, I said, I think I better watch some more Walking Dead. So I've been in a Walking Dead scenario mindset lately. So I don't want my thoughts and ideas to be blurred by, you know what I'm saying? They've been tainted. I don't care if he got killed in the comic book or not. Don't kill him. They could change. Guess what you can do to comic books? Change it. It's fake. You can say, oh, he hit him in the head and he grew a new head some kind of way. Maybe the strain of the disease was different in Glenn, and that's why he lasted so long, so he grew a new head on his shoulder or something. I don't care what they could have did. You kill him, I'm out. I'm finished. Finito. Don't. So, yeah, you can make it's a movie. It's fake. You can turn this into anything you want to. They do it all the time. But nope, killed Glenn. That was it for me. It was Carl for me. Carl got on my nerve from day one. He a bad kid, man. I don't like bad kids. So I started watching it when Carl was still a little boy. He was a bad kid. Hard-headed as hell, too. So listen, I don't know that. I don't know anything about Carl getting iced, but I was like this. That was a whack word. Waxed. But I was like, you know this? Badass kids, man. Hard-headed ass kids. You know, when they finally get it, it was a couple times. I remember when Carl first got his daddy hat and started running off and doing stupid stuff, I thought he was gonna get nibbled up then. So, you know. Should have kept Glenn and got Eugene instead. Right. Right. See, that kind of stuff, man. Nope. Too much for me. So much, too much for me. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. I think I got the answers answered. I'm not canceling my Netflix till somebody give me some definitive proof that Netflix is supporting this tyranny. Until then, I will be watching the rest of my Walking Dead episodes. I have started where they killed Glenn and Negan is in charge. You wanna know something? You wanna know something that scares me about Negan? Everybody know who Negan is, right? You watch The Walking Dead. I'm gonna tell you what's messed up about Negan. Negan is actually all of us. There's a message in that, and I don't know anything, whether it's in a comic book or whatever, because I don't read the comic book or anything. But there's a message in that. When Negan says, he makes everybody around him say, "Who are you?" And they say, "I am Negan. I am Negan." "Who are you?" "I am Negan." "Who are you?" "I am Negan." Do y'all understand what that really means? I saw that and the meaning hit me immediately. He's not saying that you're another part of me, another branch off of me, like a beehive. That's not what he's saying. That's what people think he's saying. That's not it. What the real message in that, when he make people say that they're Negan, is everybody got some Negan inside of them if you push them hard enough. If you push them far enough, or push people too far and push them past that breaking point, you become primal again too. And what I'm seeing in Negan so far, he's just a talking caveman. Somebody or something pushed him past the edge and broke him. And now to be that happy in that kind of, he's bathing in evil. I don't think he's an evil person. I think he's just nuts. Like have been pushed over the edge nuts. Not, I've just always been nuts, because I can tell you this. It don't take much to make somebody crazy, man. That's what this administration, they didn't count on. This administration, in that plan book that they got, they did not count on the pressures of people in this day and age. The pressures of people in this day and age. We will not tolerate that bullshit. And it don't take much for us to snap. So with that being said, everybody, let's go watch The Walking Dead, live almost every 3. I love y'all. Thank you for your information. Veronica. Veronica. You and your neighbors take care, okay? Y'all thought I was gonna say something bad. Nope. You and your neighbors take care. All right. Yeah, I'm about to go watch Walking Dead. All right, y'all. It's been fun.